Be honest, streaming for hope, that's actually eventually one of Nintendo's goals. Is like their thought process for the Switch is they want not a Switch in every household, but a Switch in every hand, essentially. And that's kind of how they're gearing for it. And honestly, I say right on them for it. They've actually designed the only console that's garnered my interest all that much in the last. Huh. Trying to think about how long ago the PS3 was announced, because the PS2 was the last time I actually had a significant interest in a game console. I'm not too big on the idea of the Switch Lite currently, because you can't change out the Joy-Cons, and I've heard Joy-Con drift is a common enough issues that I wouldn't be as concerned if I bought an actual Switch, but if I bought a Switch Lite, I'd be a little bit nervous about it. Look, and that's honestly fair. Like, honestly, I halfway considered the Switch Lite back when I took the bus everywhere because I probably wouldn't go through the effort of hooking my Switch into my TV very often. Like, legit, if I'm more like... Biggest reason I'd probably go for a standard Switch is I could dock it in my computer desk for use with a capture card. Unless the Switch Lite also has like a convenient way to do that without modding it. Because I know that you have to mod like a lot of handheld stations in order to be able to capture video for streaming. Yeah, so that'd probably be the one thing that would drive me to go for the full Switch. Is I'd probably want to use it for streaming for what games I do pick up on it. So, I've been hearing rumors that they might be coming out with like a Switch Pro style thing. Hopefully they do. I don't know if that's something that got kind of knocked back come circa 2020 with everything going on. Oh, by the way, out of curiosity, did they ever improve the experience of the whole voice chat thing for the Switch? Because I know initially when it was released, you had to do the stupid thing with the dongle and the cell phone. Do you still have to do that for voice chat on the Switch? That's fair. Okay. Yeah, I know you want me to go to the beach journal. I need to hurry up and get a horse. Okay. So along with Breath of the Wild, Smash Brothers, any games I should eventually consider getting once I do get around to getting the Switch. Wait, they're just literally calling the next one Breath of the Wild 2. They're not even coming up with another unique Zelda name. Oh. Okay, I was about to say Nintendo disappointed me, because in almost all of them, they have come up with a unique title for each Zelda game. I would have been super disappointed if they would have just, like, bummered out to Breath of the Wild 2. I'll have to see about getting if I can get into Breath of the Wild, though, because I have not gotten super heavy into a Zelda game, except for like harkening all the way back to the Game Boy ones. And what was that one's name? If I could think of its name real quick. Link to the Past. Link to the Past is, you know, the style of Zelda game that I kind of grew up on. I'd have to see if I could get adjusted to playing one of the 3D Zeldas. Which handheld Zelda? Might have to see about doing that one. What I'm surprised by is that they don't just have, like, all of these Zelda games, at least, like, the old school ones, available for the Switch. I am 100% sure Nintendo has the time and money to have their programmers develop, like, an NES to Super Nintendo and all that emulator onto the Switch and kind of bake it into the game files. You know, similar. I keep using Sega as like an epitome example for this, but similar to what Sega has done with their Sega Master Collection on Steam. If every company that wanted to go ahead and release old style, you know, their old game libraries like that on PC, do it the way Sega has done it, and it works downright amazingly. Yeah, but see, then I have to pay for an online subscription. I don't want to pay for an online subscription. Like, the only online subscription I really pay for is honestly Amazon Prime at this point. And I kind of want to keep it that way at the end of the day. Oh yeah, but just check, for Nintendo, you need the online subscription if you do online play, huh? I know it's not that expensive, But at the end of the day, coming from the PC gaming perspective, I suspect they can probably do the N64 fairly easily. Emulating the GameCube on the, what is it, the Tegra 3 chip that they've got in there might be kind of stretching the hardware of the chip, though, due to the fact that that it takes more processing power and everything to emulate that older game versus now remaking the games for the Switch, for something like a GameCube. That might actually be easier than getting a emulator that would be able to run smoothly for all the games all the time when it comes to the GameCube. Main reason I said things like the NES and the SNES for all that and the Game Boy is I know for a fact that can be done pretty smoothly on older hardware because people have been doing it since literally Windows 98 was a thing. Yeah, that's fair. And like that's probably gonna be the thing that'll sting most coming from the perspective of a PC gamer. It's just I'm expecting to pay an extra premium every time I'm buying a game on a Switch versus what I'd expect to pay for it on PC at some point in time. So, how has the NES and NES games that they do have running on there? How are they working so far when it comes to them? Do they seem to run smoothly, or do they have they fucked over the emulation? Now, here's the important thing: do they have Chrono Trigger? That is unfortunate, cause honestly speaking, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite RPGs, and unfortunately, the PC iteration of it completely sucks. Crap. Oh, though, the Fry Man. I don't know if you do any PC gaming yourself, but did you see it was at, I want to say CES either early 2020 or 2019, that Alienware did of like a small form factor gaming PC that was actually basically a PC Switch clone. They haven't actually made anything official about it yet, and I wish they would, because that would be awesome. Look, if there's a company that can actually make a pretty decent one for a fairly decent price, I would totally look into it. Like, I wouldn't expect it to have the same kind of oomph I'd get out of my desktop or out of like a full-size laptop. Because they obviously have to take into consideration a lot of extra things to make it fit that form factor. Now, theoretically, if Intel gets their craft together with a few of the projects Intel is working on, or AMD takes a few of the ideas that Intel might be working on, we could see some x86 CPUs that would work pretty good for that. Because I don't know about. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm not the biggest person on rhythm games either, Chris. But yeah, where was I going with this? I know Intel's working on essentially copying an aspect of a lot of ARM processors design with a couple of big cores and a few little cores for the background tasks to make them more energy efficient. If AMD were to get on that and do it right, or if Intel gets up on that and gets their graphics up a bit, one of those CPUs could probably be a really good fit for that. Wow. I am so sorry. I remember when that movie came out and I couldn't escape that song for nothing, Chris. Like, I tried hard to escape the song Let It Go. I went to a bar and, like, people sitting there smoking cigarettes, drinking beer, and suddenly Let It Go is just blasting through the radio. And I'm just like, I can't even escape it by going to a bar. What the hell? Yes. Yeah, it's like, I swear that song, it grows like cancer. Who's in trouble? Olaf is the snowman guy, right? I think. Okay, yeah, Charlene's confirmed Olaf is the snowman guy. Kind of agree with you, Chris. I don't like Olaf. I'd love to, Char, I'd love to invite Olaf to come hang with us when it's 120 degrees outside here. That'd be great for him. Okay. Let's see. And now I'm honest with you on this, Fry Man. I've never played a Star Fox